China has been a unique example in the history of economic development of mankind, has been really the most successful, with 800 million people being eradicated from poverty, development of infrastructure, high-speed rail, technology, to the most recent advancement in artificial intelligence, 5G, semiconductor, and high tech. One of the key successes of China lies in this market-state balance. China manages very well to let the market forces develop when that is conducive to growth, but then when there are problems of crisis, then China state intervention becomes stronger and therefore manages to ring-fence problems. So this idea of socialism with the Chinese characteristics, in my view, is the perfect institutional framework for the situation that we have in China. It may not work in other countries, but in China is, I think, good as it can get. Some people have calling for the collapse of China. There is a famous book, The Coming Collapse of China. This collapse has not happened yet. And I'm actually very confident that it will never happen, because China has a mix of skills at government level, institutions that could answer to the challenges in a very effective way. Chinese economy has many challenges, we know that, but also has many solutions. And this is, I think, what some Western analysts don't understand. They only see half of the story, the challenges which are there, but they do not see that China has also the solution. That's why we are seeing that China sailed through the global financial crisis really with no problems. I'm a supporter of China development because that benefits also my country, Italy, and it benefits the world as such. So China, for me, is an example, benchmark, that I want to use in my country. Of course, I cannot copy the model because it would not fit, but I can take some learning points. While, of course, Italy is a developed country, so there are some, of course, inertia from the past, but in developing and growing economy could be very useful. For example, development based on the pillar of infrastructure, transport, migration from rural to urban. That's exactly what China has done over the last 30 years. And that could be a very successful model if applied to some of those African countries that do need infrastructure, that do need the development of urbanization and also manufacturing. So in that case, the Chinese model with local characteristics can be used in any of those Asian and African countries.